Hello everyone, welcome into my TED Talk. My name is Allison Kish and I'm a current student at Colorado State's Globals campus, earning my master's degree in Human Resource Management. Today we are going to talk about the executive leader's role in mentoring their up-and-coming leaders. Mentorship is an important piece of a puzzle for organizations looking to develop effective leaders. For executive leaders to help provide a competitive advantage to their organization, they must become mentors to help pass along their current skills, knowledge, and behaviors to high potential leaders in the company. In effective leadership, it is important to put people first and help develop and address their goals and ambitions. Not putting people first in leadership can lead to unsatisfied staff, high turnover, and many disciplinary actions, as cited by Westlake Evans 2018. Mentorship is a relationship between a senior and a junior colleague who interact by sharing information, knowledge, skills, and behaviors to help grow professionally. Effective mentoring helps to develop a truly shared and aligned vision of the future with the organization and helps one realize their potential to achieve their visions and goals. And this is according to Holmes et al. 2018. So, one of the big questions that we're going to address today is how do executive leaders grow and develop others? Executive leaders will grow and develop others through mentorship. For executive leaders to accomplish this, they will need to foster a learning environment that encourages experimentation within a safe space. Executive leaders will also help to identify competency gaps or potential areas of improvement for their mentee and develop goals surrounding these improvements within these key areas. Mentors will also provide coaching and constructive feedback to their mentees on their performance and their progression towards the goals they mutually set forth. Executive leaders will listen to their mentees and ask open-ended questions to help encourage the mentees to solve their problems with minimal advice from the mentor. Mentors will also help support mentees by looking for and recommending professional developmental opportunities for their mentees that supports their goals. For example, mentors can recommend classes, books to read, new roles to consider, and also new challenges that they believe the mentee should take on. Executive leaders should listen empathetically and build respect to never judge the individual. At times during sessions, an executive leader may need to play the role of the devil's advocate, as we call it, to explore all sides of a scenario. This will help an individual develop strategic thinking skills to consider all sides of a scenario. Another way that an executive leader can help grow and develop others is by introducing their mentees to the relationships that they currently have built, especially ones that may align with future jobs the mentee is looking to obtain. This previous information is cited by Leafield 2021. Another question that we will be addressing today is how do executive leaders become mentors to help grow and develop others? According to Holmes et al. 2018, there are 5 basic competencies all effective mentors should possess. First, a mentor should possess the necessary core knowledge, skills, and abilities to coach the mentee. A mentor must possess knowledge surrounding the present and future state of the organization along with their current field. This will help effectively set goals and provide a direction for their mentee moving forward. Next, mentors must be credible and have the reputation and seniority to fully challenge the mentee. Mentors must also commit themselves to effective two-way communication with their mentee and actively listen and create a mutual understanding to cultivate trust and set the stage for a long-term relationship built with the mentee. A true mentor also prioritizes the relationship and gives selflessly to it as well. Finally, all mentors need to be committed to the experience and help create honesty and transparency to find success for themselves and the mentee during this process. Again, this is cited by Holmes et al., 2018. Executive leaders become mentors to grow and develop others by playing multiple roles in their mentorship. A mentor has a defined role in their mentee's development, but their relationship is ever-changing, and so sometimes their role is as well too. An executive leader should act as a coach, an advisor, a sponsor, an active listener, and a cheerleader for their mentee. They should also help provide educational, professional, and emotional support to help cultivate a relationship that allows both the mentee and the mentor to work together effectively. And this is according to Marshall et al., 2021. Executive leaders also become mentors to grow and develop their team through their own self-awareness. Mentors should have a personal sense of self-awareness to understand their own strengths and weaknesses and become cognizant of various factors that can affect their coaching, such as personal biases, their stressors at work that they're currently facing, and their current time available to dedicate to the mentee. That's a very important one because they don't want to overextend themselves and overpromise and underdeliver to the mentee. This is cited by Marshall et al. So, next question that we are going to address is, what are some of the best strategies leaders can utilize to grow and develop others? One of the biggest aspects of a successful mentorship is to grow and develop others by observation. Observation allows others to discover and learn new skills and gain insight into the social interactions of the leaders of individuals at that level and the expectations set forth at that stage in their career. Learning by observation enables others to adopt those behaviors or attributes of the mentor, and it helps spark creativity and innovation, as cited by Moore and Wayne, 2017. Another important aspect of a mentorship is mentors sharing their own personal experiences, stories, and professional struggles. Now, sharing their own personal leadership stories helps to create an open environment, sets the stage for transparency, and helps build trust right from the get-go. Mentors can also help apply their own stories to help mentees overcome their struggles that they're currently facing. Mentors can help utilize their information from their past to see how that fits into the mentee's current stage where they're at in their career. This is cited by Marshall et al., 2021. Along with mentoring, leaders should also be acting as coaches for their mentees during this mentorship process. Coaching helps focus on letting the individual learn instead of teaching them. Coaching tends to be future-focused and allows individuals to create their own accountable plans and goals, as cited by Layfield, 2021. This is an important strategy to utilize because it empowers individuals, it helps create accountability for them to be invested in their development, and it also actively involves them in their development, and this will make the mentee more likely to succeed as they are actively involved in the process and are more invested in it. Next, we are going to move on to discuss setting goals and progress checks once we have the mentorship in place. So setting goals is essential to provide momentum and accountability for the relationship between the mentee and the mentor. Researcher Kathy Crum has suggested that the mentorship relationship has 4 different stages. In the first stage of the relationship is first initiated, and the individuals are learning more and more about each other, and their trust is growing more and more each day. In the second stage, this is where the goals are emerging and where actionable plans and accountability is created and drafted up. The third and fourth stages consist of the termination and redefinition of the relationship between the mentor and the mentee. So this first focuses on the mentorship ending, and then the mentee and mentor determining and redefining where their relationship should go from there. This is cited by Lunsford, 2013. In the initial stages of initiating the relationship between the mentor and the mentee, it is critical to implement active listening and reflective inquiry into the stage. This helps to naturally set the expectations and goals of the mentorship in the second stage of the process. The mentor's responsibility is to help the mentee set and achieve realistic goals, realistic, measurable goals. The goals set will also need to have progress check dates, where the mentee and mentor sit down to chart the progression towards the goal and also potentially reevaluate the steps necessary to achieve the goal. This is cited by Lunsford, 2013. Progress check dates are going to vary depending on the difficulty of the goal at hand, but should be set for a minimum of a monthly check-in to make sure nothing is going too far without being reevaluated and to make sure that we stay on a nice progressive path forward. Along with the professional goal set, the mentee and mentor should craft communication goals and expectations for their relationship. These goals will include honesty, transparency, and timely sharing of information and knowledge necessary to their relationship. So we are going to look at an example of a mentorship action plan and goal tracker that can help guide sessions between a mentor and a mentee. And this helps create accountability as well, which is very important to the process. So this sample document was created by Excel TMP. This document, as you can see, helps define the key competencies the mentees want to improve upon, what activities they will be taking to develop upon this, the beginning and end date. That is important because it's setting your timeline and the expectations for when this will all be completed. My coworkers and supervisors will see the following. So it's creating the changes that you want others to see in yourself. And then I know I have achieved my goal when. So that's creating your success measurements there. These are all important parts in the developmental plan and will help you create an actionable plan moving forward. It helps create timelines and helps create success measurements for you to remain accountable towards. So in conclusion, a mentorship relationship has mutual benefits for both the mentee and the executive leader mentor. Executive leaders can successfully grow and develop others by cultivating a trustworthy, transparent, and safe environment that focuses on creating and achieving developmental goals for the mentee. Executive leaders can mentor successfully by sharing their experiences and personal leadership story and allowing the mentee to directly observe their work. Goal setting and progress checks are important aspects to remaining accountable to the goals set for both the mentorship relationships. In conclusion, executive leaders will provide many benefits to the organization by participating in a mentorship relationship. Thank you all for joining my TED Talk today. I really appreciate all of your support in viewing this today.